Duval. Duval.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Fourth and forever. What a weekend it was. Maybe not the best for you and I, Mason.
No.
Cameron's not here with us today. He is at his big boy job. He will not be on this week. If we have a second show this week, we'll definitely give him his time for basketball. I thought it was very important, though, that we had an episode this week, given the bad news of both of our teams. We're not only eliminated, we're eliminated in embarrassing fashion.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Quite the underwhelming end to the season. Great season, though, so far, nonetheless. We got 3 games left in the season. This has been so much fun doing with you. But let's go ahead and dive into the coaches, big coaching news that's been going on. So, John Harbaugh obviously signed with the Giants. Kevin Stefanski signed with the Falcons. Yesterday morning, it broke that Sean McDermott was fired by the Bills.
Crazy.
So I thought that was insane too. I was very shocked by that.
I kind of saw it coming though. It's kind of like the John Harbaugh thing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just like, what have you
You're
done for
winning,
me lately?
but you're not winning enough.
He is one of the longest tenured head coaches. So to go to make it as long as he has, and just basically the same result every year, it's time for a change. I think. And you're not going to get rid of Josh Allen. You have to get rid of the coach.
It's crazy that it was like within the same 2-day stretch that he was fired and then hired, right? I mean, it was like 2 days in between them.
Are you talking about Harbaugh?
Yeah,
or McDermott. Yeah. It literally was. He was fired, and then I don't think the Giants let him out of the building, and he was signed pretty much a couple days later.
They sent people to go pack his shit for him and bring it to their facility.
I mean, what an upgrade too, going from Baltimore to New York.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I think the most important hiring so far, Kevin Stefanski with the Falcons.
Yeah.
That is going to be dangerous for the NFC South, man. And that shakes things up now, too. Because now you have the Saints on the uprise. The Panthers are good. The Bucks, you don't know what they could be. And now the Falcons, probably with the best weapons in that division. And now probably one of the best offensive minds available. I think this was an A-plus hire by the Falcons. So far, my favorite hiring. I wonder if there's like a little bit of angst, though, where it's like, crap, maybe I would have held out a little bit had I known the Bills' job was going to be open.
Yeah.
But I do think the Bills are going to hire their OC, Joe Brady. He's been a name that's been circling around the league for a while. So I think it'd just be smart just to go and pull the trigger on that. It's kind of like what I think the Bucs should have did with Liam Cohen last year, but, we'll see. But Dolphins had a big hire. They hired Packers defensive coordinator. Yeah, weird hire. But there's a correlation. Yeah, there is a correlation, though. Jeff Hafley is his name. He was hired by the new GM, John Eric Sullivan, who was also named the GM like a few weeks ago. He was also with the Packers. And during his time with the Packers, Jeff Hafley I'm talking about, the Packers ranked 9th in yards allowed per game, 6th in yards per play, and 8th in total points allowed. I think it's a solid hire, but I don't know what that means for Tua. And we're starting to see... And as we just saw, the Robert Saleh news broke this morning. The hiring is kind of taking a turn to these defensive coaches. And I think it's just because of the success of the Seahawks and the Texans this season that, maybe you just would rather build a solid defense and kind of just see what you can throw out there on offense. I think it was a good hire.
The Seahawks, exactly. I mean, because obviously their offense is a lot better than I had initially thought. But it's still just like it's going to fail at some point. Just
the bubble
it has to
pop. Like it has to pop.
It has.
You can't let Sam Darnold get this far.
yeah. For all these other teams allowing this to happen, you guys, come on, pick up the pace. No, but I think that's what's going to happen around the league, which worries me about Matt Burke. I guess the Bills are the only open job right now, right, for a head coach.
No, there's still the Browns still need to hire somebody.
That's
I don't
right.
have the list right in front of me. There are still about I think 8 teams that still need a head coach and are right now in the process of
the Baltimore Ravens. They just
the Ravens still need a coach. Yeah, so there's still a lot of dominoes have to fall. I assume that maybe they're waiting on these guys who are still in the playoffs to maybe just become available.
Funny coach hire was Chiefs with their offensive coordinator.
Eric Bieniemy just bringing him back. Yeah.
they let him go for 4 years. Like, you know what? It's time to come back.
Yeah. he and there was all that discourse too, like when he was the OC for the Chiefs the first time around, Whereas, like, why isn't he getting head coaching opportunities? Why isn't he, like, getting interviewed? This is crazy. And then we kind of realized throughout these years, it's like, well, you were just kind of a Andy Reid merchant. You know? And maybe he will be a good head coach one day, but he's just not ready yet.
No.
Alrighty, man. We don't have to go too much into the coaching stuff. We'll get more into it in the offseason. We have plenty of time for that.
There's going to be a lot of crazy shit happening with the coaching hires.
I agree, man. I'm excited to get to that. But what game do you want to go through first? We can go through. I'll give you the option. We can go Broncos, Bills, or we can talk about the Texans game.
I think we go to the two opposite teams of our teams first.
Yeah,
right?
Let's do that.
Yeah,
let's do that. We'll start off with Broncos, Bills. This was obviously there was a lot of stuff that came out of this game, so bear with me here. I got a lot of notes here, and just interrupt me at any point you feel like you need to. So what was important going this game? Sean Payton is now 5-0 coming off bye weeks in the playoffs. So just a guy who just has his team prepared, like coming off a bye week. And what kind of scares me about a bye week is that's a lot of time off, and it's a lot of time for guys to kind of get off the game flow a little bit. And it could show like a little bit of rust to start. As it kind of did, the Broncos weren't playing necessarily like lights out to start the game, and the Bills had the lead for a while. But in the end, it didn't matter, you know. And the big news from this game also, Bo Nix out for the remainder of the playoffs, broken ankle.
Insane, dude.
Insane,
you won,
dude.
But at what cost?
Right. It's devastating news for them. They play the Patriots this weekend, and Jared Stidham will start in his place, man. Jared Studham, as I call him, man. He's a former Patriot, drafted by the Patriots in the 4th round, I think, during the COVID year. And he was kind of touted as the guy who was going to take over. And I think maybe that was just all smoke and mirrors because he obviously never did, and he was released. He's been passed around a bunch. Sean Payton loves him, so I'm excited to see Jared Stidham this weekend. I am. It's glass half full.
Yeah. His stats are pretty abysmal, though.
Yeah, they're bad. He's not. He's probably not the best guy, but you got to go with who you have.
He is your only guy. But I mean, 20 games played, 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I mean, he's a 50-50 guy. I mean, he could be good, I guess. You don't really even – the sample size has been very small. Oh, wait, your mic is muted. Your mic is muted.
Oh, shit. Hold on. How about now? No better way to find out, though, in the AFC Championship against against the Patriots, right?
Yeah, at least they have the home field advantage, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Take it with a grain, right?
Yeah.
So, also, too, this game was stressful as hell. As I picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl, obviously, fell flat on my face this week. But we also learned a lot about Josh Allen. There was no Pat, no Burrow, no Lamar, and it was Josh Allen's basically to lose. He just had some bonehead plays that cost him this game. I was infuriated throughout this entire game. The one that comes to mind specifically, where I remember just like yelling at my TV, was that like he fumbled with 3 seconds left in the half, where he could have just fell. There was no chance they were going to score. No. He decides to. I don't know if he got the ball knocked out or if he like tossed it back to try to get it to somebody to maybe get a little further.
Oh, you know
upfield.
when he was running for the first down?
Yeah, it was like
and he
the
gets
end of
tackled from the back and he like throws the ball like
right.
Yeah, no,
and he went back like 30 yards.
No, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire
gave
life.
The Broncos the freest 3 points ever.
Dude, yeah,
oh my god, that was so frustrating. Because it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
you have this game. They were the better team. They were the better team. I thought the whole game.
I still think I think they were the best team in the playoffs.
Yeah, I thought so
Josh
too.
Allen,
Man.
I mean, it's hard to go against them, but
yeah, and
the way he was playing was atrocious.
Yeah, and like even like with the holes in this team, like their defense, necessarily isn't the best one that they've had. They're thin at wide receiver. Like the running game hasn't been necessarily like what you want it to be for these playoffs. But you still just had Josh Allen out there, and that gives you a chance every single time.
Well, and James Cook had a good game. I mean, he did have a good game. I mean, 24 carries for 117 yards. I mean, he
had a great game, but he also had that fumble too in the second. Yeah.
But you have that. I mean, you should have won this game. I mean, the defense held up pretty well too.
It was theirs to win, man. There's so much I could talk about, man. It frustrated the shit out of me.
I'm excited to see their team next year with Sean McDermott, because I mean I feel like they just haven't put the right weapons around. I mean, look, they keep giving up wide receivers. They keep they just don't really. They're doing the Joe Burrow. They're giving them the Joe Burrow treatment without completely saying "go fuck yourself."
Yeah, I agree. They just draft really well though too.
But they've been
able to lean on that.
They need to go get a superstar wide receiver for him. At least 1 year, try it out. I mean, the Bengals right now are probably going to crumble. Just go get Jamar Chase. I mean, I don't know how their money...
Go get A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
He might be available.
I don't know how their money works out there. I don't know where their contracts are. But go. You have to go. You need
to get somebody.
Yeah, Josh Allen needs a number one. And it shouldn't be Dalton Kincaid. I mean, he's a great player.
Yeah, but your two tight ends shouldn't be your top targets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially when Josh Allen, he's got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah, you need like a Tyreek Hill, honestly, someone like that as well. That would be
someone to be able to blow off the roof. And I mean, he's never had that. He had Stephon Diggs for a minute there, but then they just fucking let him go. I mean, it's weird. That team, like I said, it's like the Burrow treatment without just completely being like, we hate you.
Yeah, it's just too like they just trust him too much, and it's like these guys need weapons around them. Like if you're expecting just one guy to drag you there, like it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
like what was good about the Chiefs is they also had an incredible defense that backed up Pat Mahomes. On top of him just playing incredible. Same with the Eagles. Their defense was just lights out, and then Jalen Hurts just in the playoffs last year just played amazing. So they had multiple things that they could lean on. You can't just lean on one guy.
What a way to find out Brandon Cooks is on the team too.
Right, it's my yearly. Where's Brandon Cooks?
Yeah, I was like Cooks, and then I heard the guy go Brandon Cooks. I was like, what the fuck? What?
and it's speaking of Brandon Cooks, that interception in overtime that decided the game. There's never been a more obvious catch, in my opinion, that they called an interception. Look, we could sit here, we could debate that all day. We could say that this is what changed the game. I don't want to spend too much time on it because there was just too many mistakes made by the Bills that this is not. You could be frustrated as a Bills fan, certainly, but you could not be like, this is what lost us the game. Josh Allen played terrible. 4 turnovers. I mean, he still played fine, but like the 4 turnovers cost them. I think the Broncos ended up scoring 10 points off those turnovers. So, I mean, that's
you just hit the meme because I know your views.
I saw the meme. I saw the meme.
Your views on CJ right now.
Brother, I'm with you, man. I am with you. Like, trust me. I want to state my case now. I am fully on like the Josh Allen played terrible train, and he cost them this game, 100%. I don't know if you also saw. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that the Broncos pulled off that trick play to their O lineman Frank Crum.
That was crazy.
It was ballsy and it worked out, man. So I
love plays like that. Let the O lineman get out
in the
there
playoffs too, man. That's awesome. But the fourth quarter, man, was kind of where these teams shine. So here's some stats for you. Josh Allen had 18 touchdowns in the fourth quarter this year, leads the league and tied Eli Manning for the league record of touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Bo Nix, 7 game-winning drives this season, leads the Broncos in franchise history for a season. And both teams have 5 wins this season and a comeback, both tied for second in the league. So that's incredible. These teams just know how to play in the fourth. They know how to close it out. It was a matter of who was gonna come out on top. What coach was gonna make the right decisions? Obviously, Sean Payton, legendary coach, Super Bowl champ with the Saints. That's what it came down to.
Yep.
And Josh Allen too. The last thing I'll say about this game, he gave a heartbreaking press conference where he was like, I let my team down. And here's the thing, where it's like I saw on Twitter, everyone was like, I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad. Look at him. He's so sad. And it's like, I hate to be that guy, but yeah, Josh, you did let them down. Your bonehead plays let them down. Like, you should feel that way. Like, respectfully, like, I'm not trying to be a hater. I love Josh Allen. But again, it's just like, man, you had it in your hands.
Yeah.
You had all you had to do was just not be a bonehead for a couple plays. Yeah. And we're talking about the Bills winning this game right now.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like a rematch against the Bills Patriots round 3. Talk about good storylines, and now we're getting Jared Stidham versus Drake May, and like it just upsets me, man. Because like, yeah, you could be upset. Like, I get it. He's a human. Like I'm not immune to that, but also too, man. Like, yeah, you blew it. Like, at least you're aware about that. Like, you did let your team down. You absolutely
poor guy has to go home to Haley Steinfeld too.
Oh no! Crap.
That sucks for him. I mean, I would hate that. I let my team down. He's like texting on his phone. Yeah. I can't wait to see you.
Let me see your tits.
Yeah, terrible performance though. Oh, your mic is muted again. There you go. There you go. Hello. Hello.
I'm sorry about that.
No.
We're still recording. Okay, well, good. That was the last thing I had to say about that. Anyways, that game made me sick to my stomach. Again, still heartbroken for the Bills, but you can't. You can't feel
They
bad
deserve
for
to
them.
lose
They
that.
they deserve to lose that game. They did.
Yeah.
Do you have anything, Mason, before we move on?
No. I did pick the Broncos, which I kind of regret
good
now.
pick.
'Cause
Good
I think I might have swayed it. If I didn't pick them, I think the Bills would have won.
Yeah, I think Sean Payton was listening, as he does, and was like, "That Mason guy's right. We can win this game." Yeah, why not us, right?
Why not us?
Why not us? All right, do you have anything else before we go Rams Bears?
Nope. I'm
All
excited for Rams Bears.
Talk about it. Talk about that Sunday we had snow games, man, and it's fun, dude. I love this time of year where we get January football and it's pelting these guys with snow. It forces these guys to adapt, man. It's so fun. Let's go into the Rams 20, Bears 17. I don't think the score gives credit to how fun this game was.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. And Caleb Williams did what he did best for the Bears. He kept them in it in the final minutes. During that insane touchdown to Cole Kmet, take the game in overtime, he scrambled like 20 yards back on a 4th and 5. Was at like his own 40. Chucked it. And somehow just like put a dot to Cole Kmet in the corner of the end zone. One of like the best plays I've ever seen. And something we'd be talking about for ages had the Bears won this game.
Yeah.
But they didn't, so it didn't matter. Kyron Williams, this is what the difference was, and this is what I think you can talk about with the Texans, and their game. The run game is what made the difference, and that's how you play the elements. 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Matthew Stafford had no touchdowns. He threw 42 times, I believe. If I'm not,
Yeah.
I don't have the stats in front of me.
Yeah.
That's insane for one. That 42 times in any game is insane. But then to not have
old?
a touchdown or an interception about it, yeah. Like, but
Puka had 6 yards. Oh no, sorry, I was running.
Yeah, he had a big rush that kept them in it. Yeah. Stafford didn't light it up. He made big throws when he needed to. The Bears should be ecstatic though with how this season went. 3 rookies made a massive impact on their offense. Colson Loveland, Kyle Monangai, who's their 7th rounder from Rutgers, that running back, and Luther Burden, the receiver from Missouri, all had big plays that kept them in it, man. And these are 3 guys that you can lean on this offense now. Also having Caleb Williams on only his 2nd, going on his 3rd year of his rookie deal. The window is wide open for the Bears. They're in the same situation as the Bills where they cannot screw this up. They cannot screw this up.
Well, arguably they're in a better situation than the Bills because
100% they are. Yeah.
Caleb Williams is young.
Super
23,
young.
24?
And he's going to be on that rookie deal for still at least 3 more years.
Yeah.
So you have so much time to just build an even better team around him, which I mean, they will. They obviously will. Chicago's a hot spot for anyone. Ben Johnson, too. He's already one of the best coaches in the NFL. The Bears are going to be back, and they will have a Super Bowl. I think they will have a Super Bowl by the time it comes to Caleb needing an extension. They're
Which
just
is bad for them.
yeah, because they're going to have to pay him a crap. He's going to when it comes time for him, man. He's going to break records with his contract.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that. That's going to be exciting.
You have Bryce Young getting a contract before him. C.J. Stroud is going to get a contract. It's probably not going to be as holy shit as it would have been. He's still going to get a very large contract. So Caleb Williams, if he is to win a Super Bowl before his contract, it's going to be billions. I mean, they're going to have to pay.
Literally,
they're going to have to. How about this? We'll give
equity
you
in
all,
the team.
Yeah. We'll give you the stadium. How about that? You can have all the.
We'll make you the mayor of Chicago.
Yeah. That's going to be crazy. Very entertaining game, though. I love the Rams, man.
They're so fun.
I love Matthew Stafford.
I wish it was still the St. Louis Rams, bro, because I'd be so reckless right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this could be your team.
This could. That's what pisses me off the most, man. Is it could be like, and even like with Stafford being 37, 38, like you still have Sean McVay, and you have I forgot Les Snead is his name, their GM. He's been there since they were in St. Louis. He's been one of the best GMs in the league for a long time.
Yeah. The team
and
that
it just
put
shows.
Together
is. It just shows when you put resources together and these owners put money into their team and just like a little bit of care, how far you can go.
Yeah.
Because there's not any owners that are putting in like this much effort.
Yeah. No, their team will implode eventually because they're going to have to shell out so much money in contracts that
Puka's going to need to get paid. Kyrie Williams is going to need to get paid
for much longer.
Yeah. But they got like 4 guys on their defense who are going to need to get paid soon.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
So this will implode soon, but I have faith that the Rams. I mean, they won a Super Bowl, then they sucked for a couple years, and now they're straight back to the conference championship game.
And when you say they suck, the only they made the playoffs still, but they just lost in the first round.
Yeah,
that's their floor.
Their sucking. Yeah, that's their sucking.
Oh, this is an off year for us. We won the division, but we got bounced in the first round.
Yeah,
it's like fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck you.
They're a great team. I hate LA, but I love the Rams.
Stadium is sick though. I've been to SoFi. Unreal stadium, man.
Ridiculous.
Unreal.
What was it? The total cost like 1.8 billion. Or something like that, they said.
They just threw it in the middle of Compton too, which is
crazy.
So funny.
Death and destruction all around, and then just a giant $1 billion stadium.
Yeah, like you literally like look around. Like if you're just standing outside the stadium, you look around and it's like decrepit, like scary,
crackheads everywhere.
Yeah, and then you just turn around. It's like, oh, here's this $1 billion building.
Oh, what the fuck?
Holy cow, man! Something that you could literally see when you fly in from to LA too. It's so cool. All right, do you have anything else on this game before we move on? I think the Rams are. I think it might be theirs to lose, man. I don't know. Maybe they're the Seahawks.
Yeah,
I'm going to be such a tough time picking the rest of these games, man.
Well, Zach Charbonnet is out for the rest of the season.
I don't think it matters, though, man.
I'm saying that's their only injury.
Yeah,
they have everybody.
They're backup running back. Darn.
Yeah, they're pretty locked in, I think. But no, I got nothing else in that game.
Okay. Well, let's go on to our teams, man. Let's start with mine. The most devastating loss of the weekend, probably of the whole playoffs. Seahawks 41, Niners 6. Holy cow, man. From the first play, man, I knew this game was over. Rashid Shaheed taking that ball 97 yards on a kickoff return to the house. That was just right there. That was the nail in the coffin.
That was.
They didn't have to do anything else the rest of the game. The Niners only scored 6 points.
Yeah.
That could have ended there, and they would have won. And they did. Obviously, they did win, but it just got so much worse. Let's talk about Kenneth Walker, man. Own that rush defense, man. 116 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
I think they leaned pretty heavy on him because of Sam Darnold's like alleged quad injury, and that maybe like I think maybe he's a little more hurt than we're being led on to believe. Because I think he only had like 15 or 16 pass attempts the whole game.
17, yeah.
17. I mean, they were well within it. They were going to win the whole game anyways. So maybe they didn't need to lean on him too much. But I still wonder, like, how hurt is he? His oblique has been pestering him for a couple weeks, so I don't know. Like, I don't know how hurt he actually is. I think it would be very funny. Well, maybe not. I don't laugh at injuries, but I just think it would be very funny if somehow the Broncos pulled off next week against the Patriots. And the Seahawks win, but they get and it's Drew Lock versus Jared Stidham for the Super Bowl.
That would be incredible.
What a poetic end to this crazy season.
Yeah, just like a random, like, we have no clue who can win this game.
Like, we literally have no idea.
Whoever throws less interceptions, I guess, wins the game.
Yeah, right. Man, the 49ers, they just couldn't get anything going. McCaffrey only had 35 yards rushing. Purdy could not move the ball downfield. Obviously, the absence of George Kittle makes a difference, but it didn't matter anyways. Whether he was in that game or not, it was not going to cover 35 points. Like, it just wasn't.
You needed 10 George Kittles.
You just created 1 million George Kittles. Yeah, and I just want to say I apologize to Seattle. I've been waiting for that bubble to pop all year. They just get better. They just keep getting better, and I don't know what else to say, man. They're good. But as far as what's next for the Niners, the future is bright. They nailed almost every pick in the draft last season for their defense. They all had big contributions, even though they all got hurt. They just draft and develop players incredibly well. And my last note here, before we found out the news this morning, was I do believe Saleh is gone, but I thought he was going to go to the Ravens. So kind of shocking that the Titans were the team that pulled the trigger on him. And I'm kind of shocked that he took that job too, given like all that you got to do to kind of rebuild it, how tough that division is.
So much to rebuild that team.
Yeah, and like it's not like he was like lighting the world on fire in New York. He was like he got fired.
And you have Cam Ward. I mean, I don't think Cam Ward is that bad. I think it was just a terrible situation.
Yeah, but this is not.
He doesn't get any better now. He doesn't get better now. Yeah, but if you're not, and it's.
Fuck, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know why this cord's being so dumb right now.
But yeah,
I think
no,
it's because I'm getting fired up.
you have you've got Cam Ward. He doesn't get any better in this from that Robert Saleh signing. So it's gonna end the same way that it ended in New York. You had a crappy quarterback that you couldn't develop, and then you get fired. Now you have a quarterback who's not gonna learn unless he brings on some offensive guru. Which please do not be Mike McDaniels.
He might be a head coach by the end of this cycle, man. He's been getting a ton of interviews.
Yeah,
The Browns brought him in for a second interview.
There was a team that interviewed him for their offensive coordinator, but said he wasn't a good fit at the end of the day, or something.
I think it was. I don't know who it was, but I do know that the Lions interviewed him, and they ended up hiring. Yeah, they ended up hiring the Cardinals OC.
Yeah.
Which, talk about regression, man.
Yeah. No, Mike McDaniels.
How could we possibly get worse?
That's honestly, I thought that Mike McDaniels would have gone somewhere like the Titans, just because basically a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, just a young quarterback that you can develop. Yeah.
Robert Saleh ain't doing that.
I think give it 3 years, he's gone, and he'll be back on the Niners staff. So this is a good hire for me, selfishly, because he will be back with the Niners. I do believe. And also, fun fact, last thing I'm going to say about the Seahawks team, they go into next year with the 4th most salary cap space in the league. That is scary.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And they don't have a lot of people that they need to sign, which is like even worse. Like they still have a lot of young guys.
That's what they're going to do.
That'd be so funny, man. That would Joe Burrow on the Seahawks. That would just be unfair with JSN. Kenneth Walker, that amazing O-line, that amazing defense. Talk about like the most complete team ever if you somehow pull off Joe Burrow.
They are. Right now, I think they're one of the most complete teams because even if Sam Darnold, if he has a good game, he has a good game and they win. If he doesn't have a good game, their running game steps up and then they win in the game.
This is exactly how the Texans should have been.
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying?
Been. If you can't rely on either the offensive, the rushing, or the passing, then the defense makes up for it and can cause turnovers. You can kick your way into a win. The Texans are the complete opposite, where the passing's not working, the running's not working. Oh, shit, the defense is working. Oh, wait, the passing's not working still. The rushing's not working still. Oh, but the defense is still... No, it was a vicious cycle, and watching that last game was awful.
Well, let's get into it. Yeah. Patriots 28, Texans 16. We've been going back. Me and you, Mason, we've been going back and forth.
I know, we've been scared
since the final whistle. We go to bed and wake up arguing about the Texans. I love it.
I wake up to a meme, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I think Cameron's legit worried that we're like actually fighting, which is like the funniest part of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll let you have the floor, man. I have a few notes. So go ahead, man. Say what you got to say, and I'll chime in as we need to.
Yeah, just overall awful game. CJ Stroud statistically in sub 35-degree weather he is now 1 for 6. So obviously that has something to do with him. But I've said this. I cannot put the sole blame on him. Our running game, Jaquavius Marks had 14 carries for 17 yards.
That's Nick only Chubb, 147 less than you predicted.
Yeah.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Nick Chubb had 4 rushes for 14 yards. Yet, did you notice the discrepancy in amount of touches? Jaquavius had 14. Nick Chubb had 4. Nick Chubb had 3 less yards. What, dude?
Why not just keep giving it to Chubb?
And he had 2 good runs back to back. And I'm like, oh yeah, dude. I'm like, keep going Chubb on this drive. Like, you can probably at least score 3. No, what do? They put in Woody Marks and they lose 4 yards. I was like, what is happening?
Off the same like halfback dive play too, where they were just trying to hit him at like in like a gap, where it was just like he was met by like
Marks?
3 or 4.
Yeah, why are you putting Woody Marks right at the middle? At least let him run a screen or something, or get him on the outside.
Yeah, do like what the Patriots were kind of doing. They were running a ton of bubble screens.
Yeah,
like it did work for him, but like with the weather, you gotta factor in the elements.
Well, and especially when your quarterback is doing what he's doing,
right?
You have to figure out a way to get some momentum back on your side, at least a little bit, and maybe you can salvage the quarterback performance.
And the biggest play on their offense too was that like little like that check down to Schultz where he went like
Oh yeah.
60 yards
And then he got hurt.
And then he got hurt. Yeah, unfortunately. That was, besides the touchdown, obviously, to Christian Kirk, that was probably their biggest play of the game.
Yeah.
I have it written down here. The team that won this game was going to be the team that could run the ball the best. Texans had 48 total rush yards. Patriots hit 105. That's not great for either team. But obviously the Patriots, yeah, true. But the Patriots obviously did it a little better, and it showed in the game.
Yeah. I wish Dalton Schultz didn't go down because CJ's been relying super heavy on him this entire season. I'm not going to say we would have won the game if he was in, but I think it would have gone a little bit different. It just seemed like CJ Stroud on his checkdowns, he was trying to force a bunch of bullshit, which ended up becoming turnovers. But usually when he's forcing something, it's to Dalton Schultz, and Dalton Schultz has shown that he can create a play out of something like that.
Right.
So, like I said, I don't think it changes the outcome, but I would have liked to have him in healthy the entire game. I think it would have made it look a little bit better.
Of course, yeah. You want these guys you're paying a lot of money to be healthy. That's not a hot take. I think you're very right about that.
D'Amico Ryans, though, I'm going to just talk about the team now. D'Amico Ryans is quoted as saying he will be evaluating the coaching staff this week.
Yeah, so I mean, it's. I mean, we already knew that Nick Caley was not going to be the coach of this team next.
He better hurry the fuck up because I do not want Mike McDaniel's gone. Please
get it going, man. Please
offer Mike McDaniels.
Cal McNair needs to make an offer he cannot refuse.
Yeah, go offer him whatever he wants. Just give him 2 years. Do 2 years, just a crazy amount of money. If he doesn't work out in the 2 years, then you just rinse and repeat. Because I mean, there's nothing to lose at this point. You have nothing to lose. You need to go make something crazy like this. That someone that can revitalize C.J. Stroud. I think after a game like the last 2 games he has, it's got to be in his head, and you cannot have that.
No, he's rattled. This is a different C.J. Stroud than what we've seen before, man.
And he's only 24 years old.
Still so young.
It's
still
not like
young.
He's not a dead fish out of water. I mean, they just need someone with a brain like Mike McDaniel to come in here and just. I mean, bring him back to what he was.
They need to reignite that rookie Stroud somehow.
Yeah, and they need to go draft O-line, and then they need to go get a solid running back one. I'm done with the Joe Mixon thing. The fact that he tweets after we lose too, like, oh man, I thought we had that. Man, shut the fuck up. Go lay back down
From his couch. Yeah,
go lay back
down, brother.
Fucking, I mean, dude. Didn't do shit. I didn't see him at one press conference. I didn't see him on the sideline at one game, and then you're tweeting? No, go fuck yourself. If you wanted to be a Texan still, you should have been like Tank Dell. Tank Dell was on the sideline every single game this year, and he didn't play a game. I mean,
he never at any point was going to either, you know. So the fact that he was just there it made the difference. But fun stat for you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to talk about the defense.
Okay, I got a fun stat on the offense real quick. It's not a fun stat, but just a stat. They joined the Giants as the only 2 teams this season to complete less than 50% of their red zone drives.
Yeah.
And you can obviously see like the Giants are now like in the top 3 top 3 in the draft. So and they were terrible. And it's somehow the second worst team is fighting, for a possible AFC championship. So it just shows you how generational that defense was.
Yeah, I mean they had 2 turnovers for touchdowns. I mean, what the fuck? Like, dude, what? No, that defense is crazy. But the good news, everybody, that's like, oh, the Texans are over. They'll never. All of our defensive players are still under contract. You are going
to re-sign Will Anderson, like they're.
Yeah. So everybody on that defense, minus like Sheldon Rankins and I think just Sheldon Danico Autry. Everybody
just
but
a few
those 2
pieces that you can replace pretty easily.
Everybody but those 2. Well, I've been saying we need to draft a defensive tackle that's elite. I think if you had a guy like a Quinnen Williams in there, those 3 guys on that defensive line would just eat for. I mean, it would be free. They'd be taking everyone's lunches.
The D-line is low-key one of like the most important positions, maybe besides quarterback in football.
Yeah.
Like you need a good D-line if you're no matter how good your offense is, no matter how good the rest of your defense is, your D-line sets the tone. It's what creates like that pressure, gets quarterbacks, making decisions that they normally wouldn't make if they had time in the pocket, So it's just very important that you upgrade that.
I think
now your edges are probably the best ever. Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson. You can't get any better than that.
I genuinely think that Will Anderson would have won Defensive Player of the Year if what's his face didn't break the sack record. Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Yeah,
I think
Will Anderson might be the best player in football. Like I'm just gonna say, dude, he's awesome.
He's
so fun to watch.
And 2 forced fumbles. Yeah. I mean, what the fuck, dude?
He makes defense enjoyable to watch.
Yeah. Dude, and he lines up on either side, or when they line him up as like a linebacker, and he just fucking bull rushes. No, he is incredible. That guy's contract is going to break the sound barrier. When they sign that check, it is going to explode. The NRG will cease to exist. I mean, that is going to be a nuclear bomb.
Will Anderson, the dome of Will Anderson.
Yeah, they're going to owe him everything. I don't think that C.J. Stroud signs a contract this year. I don't think that they give him one.
You can't. The best thing you could do is pick up his 5th-year option.
Yeah,
but he has to prove it.
Yeah,
he has I totally am with you that like the coordinators the past 2 years haven't been the best for him. He's regressed definitely, and he's still young enough, and he's played good enough that it's like there's something here. We just have to find have to find it. Yeah, we have to be able to close it out. I do want to talk about CJ a little bit. These 4 interceptions, we can't go without talking about this. 4 interceptions in 1 half alone. And not only that, I know it was snowing. The weather obviously played a big factor, but he could not make a big throw. He was missing some very wide open receivers, and also too, the receivers were dropping the ball. That interception where it bounced off Hutch's hand right into the safety's hands, that was a ball that should have been caught and easily a first down. Instead turned into, points for the Patriots, obviously. So not great. I don't, obviously, like I said, I've been saying it, you do not give up on C.J. Stroud. It's fun to clown on him. I've never seen a quarterback get flamed this hard before.
Dude, I know. Josh Allen had like the same fucking stats.
Yeah,
and literally. It's Josh Allen. What the fuck?
No, Josh Allen he's so lucky that CJ played this game because he'd be the talk of the weekend.
He would be the talk. If CJ had even a decent game, if he threw
and same
one
with Brock Purdy as well.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy deserves just as much of the hate.
Yeah.
But
everyone
haven't said a peep about him.
It's because they're white, I guess. I don't know. Is everyone racist? Like the only black quarterback is the only. Caleb Williams didn't even win the fucking game. What the fuck? I mean,
Caleb Williams had 3 interceptions and one, by the way, in overtime where it gave the Rams the field goal.
The win. But no,
we're talking about C.J. Stroud. I love it.
Hang him, kill him, burn him alive. Like fuck this guy. It's like what? He had the same game as all the other guys, but he just. I don't know.
It was so fun to engage with you too because I love. So we've been friends for about 4 years now. It's
2021,
20. Yeah, so about then. It's just crazy, man. That it's always my favorite time of year. To have the Texans have this game, and it's just so fun to rally you up.
You know what's also the funniest part about this, and why everyone is racist. Last year in the playoffs, when C.J. Stroud lost, he was crying after the game because he felt like he lost it for his team, which he did. Josh Allen does the same thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, I feel
against
so
the
bad."
same team too, right? The Chiefs.
I feel so bad for him. What? What? No fucking no. Everyone everyone is racist. You just don't know it. But the fact that you're not shitting on all these other quarterbacks, Brock Purdy, Josh Allen, no, you are all the problem. CJ Stroud is a 24-year-old who made some mistakes. Boo-hoo.
I do want to say though, I will say that the difference is, and this is just my take on it. The difference is that Josh Allen, Brock Purdy weren't going on podcasts all summer talking about how he's one of the best. How everyone's doubting him, and CJ was just a little too loud to have played this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He needs never go on another fucking podcast again.
That's what I'm saying, and get away from Amber Rose too.
Yeah. There was that one picture, and that is when he started playing bad. I'm not even kidding. It was
the
that
Amber
one
Rose
picture
curse, man.
He was at the celebrity basketball game or whatever.
Yeah,
and he took her home. CJ, what the fuck, man? Why? Some bald-headed bitch? I mean, come on. You're a 24-year-old millionaire. Don't go for the bald ladies.
Yeah, man. We could just do better than Amber Rose, man.
Yeah, no, she's not even attractive.
Yeah, not even. I won't get into that. I just.
She does have a huge, gigantic butt. But
that's a weakness for a lot of men, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know what, CJ? Do your thing.
Yeah,
It's not
and
her
Drake
anymore.
May too. He's not going to get away from the slander as well. He had 4 total fumbles. But like we said, the weather was crazy. He threw for 3 touchdowns though when it mattered. So I think that's why he's getting the pass. Last thing I'll say about this game.
Sorry. He was the fumble leader this year, right?
Drake May?
I think he had 18
I would have
fumbles.
to look, yeah. But I know amongst running backs, I did have it in the notes. James Cook actually led the league in fumbles, I believe. So, yeah, and I thought that was a fun stat that they threw at us like right after he had that one in the second that cost them all their momentum. But another stat for this one, this game totaled 8 total turnovers, the most in a playoff game since 2015. We talked about this game in a previous episode, the Cardinals-Panthers game, where the Panthers were the I believe they had a losing record and they won their division and they made the playoffs. But what's different about that one is I believe it totaled 7 turnovers. The Cardinals had 6 of them, and the Panthers only had 1. So,
yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah. Whereas in this game, it felt like every offensive possession, as soon as they got something going, everyone was fumbling, turning it over.
Yeah.
It was so sloppy. It was Bush League football. But I love snow games, man. I hate that all these teams are building these domes, these lifeless, cultureless domes that are just going to give us the same, a neutral weather game every time. I hate that.
I do.
I want snow games.
I do like it in the regular season. Give me snow games, give me all that. But in the playoffs, I think if you've done your thing all season, you went out of your division, I think it is only fair that it be best team versus best team. No weather. It's just you're not in elevation. You're not in any weather. You're just it's a neutral location. Pick a fucking city without a team. Pick Oklahoma where they just do all the playoffs. That way it's
just one neutral site.
Yeah, that way it's just team versus team. It's no weather included, no nothing. Because there's a lot of injuries happen in weather like this too. Look at Dalton Schultz. I don't even know what happened to him. He was just running. Did he slip? Did he hit a fucking snowbank? I don't know what happened. But
Cade Stover literally tore his ACL.
Yeah, his own ACL. I don't even know what that was.
That was actually kind of low. It kind of gave me the ick a little bit the way he fell.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's ooh, bro, you're a professional athlete.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
you can't be looking like that.
Well, I initially, because the guy was right behind him, so I was like, damn, that guy went after his knee. I was like, that's fucked up, dude. Whatever. Fuck that guy. And I look at the replay. I'm like, oh wait, no, he just tore his own shit. He just tore his own shit. I was like, whatever. Crazy game. I think the playoffs, though, I think it's you look, you did your thing the whole year. You won your division. I think it should just be team versus team in the playoffs. Regular season, weather, whatever. But I think in the playoffs, it would be fun to have at least one season where it's like there's none of this. Because especially, we're cooked on the AFC side because you guys don't really have teams where it snows like that.
Yeah, no, we're in the NFC West where it's like LA, Seattle, maybe it'll rain a little bit. Yeah. And Arizona has an air conditioned dome. San Francisco, beautiful weather year round.
Yeah.
You're not really fighting the elements in the NFC. I agree with that.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not that angry. We do get to exercise the demon named Nick Caley, which is great. I think since game one, I had zero faith in that guy.
I thought by the time we cracked these mics that it would have already been announced that he was fired. I'm honestly shocked that it's Tuesday and it's taking this long. I'm a little worried that they're not going to get rid of him.
Well, no, he said because D'Amico Ryans was quoted as saying he's going to take the week to evaluate.
Okay, so they're going to take.
And
their
they're
time.
not typically the team they don't drop somebody around their head as soon as they lose. They've never done that. It took 3 seasons of.
I think they only would if Mike McDaniel was for sure coming.
Yeah.
Then it's
maybe
okay, we got to get him
out.
signed. Maybe that's why he hasn't done anything yet. I think he'll be a head coach though. I have a very hard time thinking that 8 teams that need a head coach won't go for Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, well, and then he turned the Dolphins around at the end of the season. They won 4 in a row.
At
the very end.
I was actually kind of shocked that they fired him.
Yeah, No, it was stupid. I mean, I get that you like kind of just need to reset everything down there, but just do that in getting rid of Tua.
Yeah, I feel like that would have just been the right answer.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we have this guy who can't stay on the field. He stinks when he is on the field.
Yeah. And then look at
But
players
we
like
have this
Tyreek
awesome
Hill.
head coach.
You
Yeah,
like like assholes like Tyreek Hill, but they have a great team. They got Jalen Waddle. They got Devon Achane.
Devin H. Yeah, he's awesome.
I mean,
Achane's
Devon
one of the best
Achane
running backs
is
in the league,
crazy.
man. Yeah, that's like those are two guys you could build around.
Yeah, and now they have. Wait, they're the ones that hired the defensive coordinator from.
Jeff Haley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
Hadley,
okay.
Jeff Hadley.
So
yeah.
now you've just given up
Halfley.
everything. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's basically just going to be like probably another wash for him. I imagine. I'm predicting now maybe like a 6-11 record for next season is their ceiling.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, that's all the games, man. We've flew through that pretty fast. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about before we sign off here?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay.
But it's not football related.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to blind pick the main card of the UFC 324 on Paramount, the very first card.
Okay.
I'm just going to read you the names, and I just need you to pick who you think.
Okay.
All right.
You're not going to give me like favorites or anything. I actually no, don't do
No,
that.
no,
I'm
I'm going to do blind picks because this list determines whether or not I want you to watch the UFC or to never watch it again and just give me blind picks. Maybe you're lucky. You know, I mean,
Yeah. It's always like the guys who don't overthink it, or like it's same with like the March Madness bracket. Like the people who never watch a second of hoops are always the ones who win their office pool. Always.
Well, my fiance before she started watching the UFC, she would do that all the time. I'm like,
Really?
I was like making picks, and then she's like, oh, I like that dude's name. I like that chick. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it worked. So maybe you're like that. This will determine. All right, we have Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva.
Silva's such a I feel like that's such a big name in the UFC, but this isn't the same guy, right? This is
There's just a million Silvas. That's
who's the
just,
first? Arthur?
Arnold Allen.
Arnold. I'll take Arnold.
Arnold?
Sounds like a sick name, yeah.
All right, got that one locked in. We got a chick fight. Natalia Silva. See, Silva. It's just Brazilian. It's a Brazilian.
These Brazilians
last
just
name.
love to fight.
There is a lot of Silvas though. Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas.
Ooh, a Japanese girl, right? Is it?
No,
Japanese?
you'd think so. No, she's white.
No way.
No way. She's a bald white girl. Yes.
Oh, bald white girl. That makes all the difference. That's there ain't no level of crazy like a bald white girl, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take her for sure.
A Chinese girl, right? Nope, not too white.
A bald white woman. Exact opposite, actually.
We have Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Oh, come on.
Versus Derek Lewis.
I know that name.
Yeah.
I guess I have to go with the name. I know Derek Lewis. Although I do like that first name, though. Very exciting.
Yeah, Waldo's crazy. No, Derek Lewis, I mean, he's H-Town, though. Okay, you ready for this one? Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong.
Oh, I mean, I know Sean O'Malley, so Song O'Dong is a great name, though.
Song Yadong.
Song Yadong.
Song Yadong.
Oh, man. So I will pick Sean O'Malley, but I have to ask you: is he the obvious favorite in that card? Like that seems like that's. Right.
I didn't look at favorites, but I do believe Sean O'Malley. I mean, he was a former champion.
Yeah, I was with you when he won that belt.
Yeah, I'm assuming Vegas has to give it to him. Former champion, and this is going to be striker versus striker. Sean O'Malley is a fantastic.
He's a devastating striker. Yeah.
So I mean, I think I would have to assume. Okay, now we have Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett.
Ooh, I like both these guys too.
Paddy the Baddy.
I do like Paddy the Baddy, man. But what is his recent record though? Because I feel like he had like a little bit of a slide off. No.
Who? Paddy Pimblett?
Yeah, Paddy. Or has he only gotten better?
He has not lost.
He hasn't lost. Okay.
No. His last fight though. It was versus Michael Chandler. So I mean, it was a good fight, and he won by KO. But yeah,
Gaethje gave us a great fight against Chandler too a few years ago.
Yep.
I remember that was one of the best fights I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Man, I'll go with Paddy just because I think maybe age will play a factor there. I think once you get a little old,
Justin Gaethje's pretty old, and he's been cracked 1.5 million times. Not cracked like that.
Literally the most cracked face ever. For really, that man just looks like he has like a broken nose constantly.
Oh yeah, no, his nose is like if you look at them from the side, it's like flat at the top and just wide.
I hate
these poor guys. I love them all to death, but their brains are just fried.
I have to like skip work if like I accidentally like hit my nose too hard.
Yeah,
like because I'll
these
just
guys
be in
get punched
tears.
in the face and it's broken all the time.
And then they keep fighting. They just plug it up with a tampon and they just keep going. And they're like wiping Vaseline on it as if like that's gonna like, keep it together.
Here, I'll
somehow.
try to stop the bleeding. Their nose is like hanging off by a thread. But don't worry.
Here's some Vaseline. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Here's a little Q-tip.
Yeah. Let me rub this shit on you. But your picks are in. I will be officially putting these picks on to either DraftKings or Sleeper or whatever.
I like that, man.
And we'll see how it goes.
We'll start creeping in other sports too, since we only got 3 football games left.
I know. Fuck.
We're gonna have but it's great, man. We got conference playing, college basketball heating up. The NBA's getting good. Hockey's getting really good. The Olympics are coming up. We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna be able to cover. It'll be a good time for us. And maybe just maybe I might have to like finally like baseball. Like that might just have to be what happens. But
yeah, I think
hopefully not. We'll see.
Because after basketball, that's it for such a long time.
Yeah, we're gonna have like that. We might have to take like a hiatus, like from like July to August. It's gonna be like, all right, guys, we have nothing interesting to say because there's nothing interesting going on. So, all right, man. Do you have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up? We did that perfectly, man. It's 8:59 right now.
I know. I gotta leave, but. Yeah, that was perfect timing. No over. This is the first time we've actually held it to.
I know, man. I think because we both have stuff to do. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. You got first day of classes.
We kept it flowing, man. We did it great, man. All right, well, for forever. Thank you guys. Cameron will be back later this week. Thank you for for recapping this fun divisional round with us. We got conference weekend coming up this weekend, and then Super Bowl in 3 weeks, man. I'm so amped. I'll be in Houston for the Super Bowl, Mason, so we'll have to talk about. Maybe meeting up on the Saturday or something.
Yeah, we can do like a podcast here or something.
Yeah, that'd be sweet, man. Yeah, Super Bowl preview. Alrighty, brother. Well, that'll be it. Fourth and forever. Thank you guys. Short episode this week. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.